Go. Back to the game,
Here's
guys.
hatch key in case you need it. May all your endeavors elicit expected results. And Marisol, do keep up the trouble.
Oh, tear that ass up later. Okay. Woo! Ah. Mikey, no offense, but I worry about you everywhere, brother. Everywhere. Alright. Gonna have my first brain off here.
There you are. You saw the experiment through to the end, yes?
Yes.
The data hasn't arrived yet, so please do tell. Was it as beautiful as I imagined? Any inklings to the result? Or perhaps I oughtn't have recloistered myself till after the experiment concluded, Well, don't just stand there. Tell me everything.
Seat board was very thorough. But there were some issues. Hate to break it to you, but the experiment failed spectacularly. I don't think the universe was supposed to be that colour. It looked hungover. No, this is not my second playthrough. This is still my first. I'm just finishing up in loose ends before I inevitably go and finish the game. I love the little tit for tat, little I'm gonna say argument, but it's not an argument going on between you, Mikey, and Girly. It's quite entertaining, really. Hate to break it to you, but the experiment failed spectacularly. Oh, let's go.
Some issues. You seem like softening the blow. Was there a malfunction? Was there some error in the calculations?
Begins
Wait.
hyperventilating. Wow.
Wait. Let's start from the beginning. Step me through your understanding of what's gone awry.
The experiment was deeply flawed on a conceptual level. The staff you've assembled lack the necessary skills to pull off such a test. The equipment you're using is hopelessly out of date. Okay. The staff. No, can't use the staff. Let's go to the equipment. I think we're gonna go to the equipment route. No. I wouldn't. Yep, let's go to the
I
equipment.
assure you it is not. Grace was personally responsible for its selection after advisement by our team. Everything is modeled after top-order labs. What else concerns you?
Oh, Mikey, you make it such an interesting place to live in, on this world. Okay. If you must meet your publisher to write your memoirs about a bunch of orphan children and a killer land shark, you got to do what you got to do, sir. Best of luck. I hope he gets every detail to the T for you. Otherwise, you know, what's the point of writing memoirs, alright? Spawning a fox, MIDI universe to solve a universal and doesn't make a lick of sense. Since when did the Order Science believe in cutting corners? I thought you were meticulous.
Solving the universal equation demands considerable thoroughness, but also requires all possible efficiency. Though, that said, it's true that we must guard against skimping unduly, to any extent that might introduce error. This was just a start. Such models typically make an enormous amount of errors at first. All quite expected, an anticipated setback, nothing more. It simply needs to be revised and refined. You certainly seem to be making a lot out of this, though, one must say.
Anchoress Chow doubted your plans. Her final words claimed you'd been swayed by flattery. Or maybe what? God damn. Or maybe one of the two of us isn't taking this things seriously enough.
Now, I'm starting to believe you're just needlessly fretting. Is this nerves? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be dismissive. Look, there may be some validity to some of your points, yes. But we'll improve. We will continue to stride forward. There's absolutely no need for all this doom and gloom.
Are you sure? Because our predictions imply both are inevitable if you pursue this.
Oh, is one of you a seer now? Because I put considerable more stock in the prognostications of the Order's prime mathematicians than I do any old run-of-the-mill soothsayer. Now, is that all? Because I think I've had enough of all this. Everything we've done here is built off Seer Bujold's research, which is quite brilliant.
You think it's oh, the experiment failed terribly. Your career's over. Time to retire.
Really? Will I become a laughingstock among my peers? Have the whispered jeers begun already? No. No. Calm down. Breathe. You've faced setbacks before. The experiment data just arrived in my terminal. Allow me to eyeball it a moment. Perhaps there's something here to help prove or disprove any of what you've been saying. There was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond acceptable parameters, but curious. Could explain the failure.
I did have a good Xmas and New Year, thank you very much. How was yours, man? Did you spoil the kids? Because my kids got spoiled. Isn't that right, Max? Your sounds within the margin of error maintain that its underlying science is off. You're grasping the foundations of everything you've been doing here is unsound.
Oh, come. One bad test wouldn't mean the science is completely flawed. This has been a difficult conversation. Challenging, disputatious, at times compelling. Yet I remain unswayed.
If I may, I have a point I'd like to add.
By all means.
There's a critical flaw in Seer Bujold's approach I think best illustrated by this English phrase. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. I much appreciate this jest. Very simple, yet clever. Because in English, the word like can mean similar to or I prefer. And flies can be to soar, or plural of the insect. Through this perspective, it functions, makes sense, is humorous even. But in another language where words' meanings differ slightly, it does not. The framework we interpret the statement from changes, thus rendering it uninterpretable. False. Bujold's method of shortcutting the universal equation is much the same.
It lacks context. When you extrapolate the data from the mini-universe to the larger one, the information itself may scale correctly, but fail to interrelate. That is an interesting thought puzzle. As humorous as it is inapplicable, I remain unswayed.
We tried. Our fallback plan's our only option now. Head for the hatch.
What was that? You're starting to worry me. What do you intend to do?
Head to the hatch. Where's the hatch? Where is the hatch? Oh. Sorry? Where did she say the hatch was?
The experiment data just arrived in my... There was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond accept... Oh, come. One bad test wouldn't mean the science is completely flawed.
Okay. Got the hatch? Okay. Oh, hi guys. Connect ventilation between the test chambers. Hello. Oh. That was rather loud.
Scholars of the Order, a tragic accident has occurred. During our recent experiment in test chamber beta, we failed to recognize that ventilation systems had been left connected to test chamber alpha. As you know, it had been recently refurbished as an enclosure for Ankaris Brun. She gave her life for science. Well, it's true that we found the related research deeply flawed, but she gave her life for the pursuit of science. As the experiment was a colossal failure, I, as senior scientist remaining, have determined we must abandon this inquiry and shut down the program immediately.
Yes.
Oh, such a terrible shame. Farewell!
I'm going to change. Hehe. Oh, next one. Entrance time.
I understand now why they say never meet your heroes, Intercessor Delgado. You've truly been an enormous disappointment. A key experiment fails
What?
and Ankaris Brun falls prey to an unfortunate accident right after you and your consort arrive. And we are all to believe these events are unrelated?
That's circumstantial and more than a mite bit paranoid. I expect better from an Order scientician. Even one from the Department of Applied Scientism.
Don't think I don't see your handprints all over this, Delgado.
Ah, this is your first workplace accident and you're feeling guilty about it? I see. I thought you believed in Sia Bajur. Didn't you hear her announcement? Think long and hard before accusing a former casually directed him. Yep. Think long and hard.
It's her association with that department that has me suspicious here. Suppose you'll claim this was all just coincidence. A misaligned series of mishaps that simply appear to be your fault.
What? My fault? We discovered a great deal of falsified data in the underlying research.
Fascinating. You know, I reviewed that work myself, right? I'm well versed in manipulative prevarication from feckless mutineers. Try again. Or try facing a gauntlet of well-trained exemplars. I could always choose for you.
You're angry and scared and feel like the need to lash out, but you're not the enemy. But we're not the enemies here.
No, I expect not. I suppose I just needed you to be. I wanted so much to do something here, something relevant, meaningful. Now it's all gone. I don't know what to believe anymore. Go on.
Yay!
Get out of here before I change my mind. Fellow exemplars of the Order, stand down.
Hey DJ, what made you fight, brother?
I'm just disappointed I didn't get to watch Anchoress Brun's face as she suffocated.
The Anchoress had to be stopped. The rest, I just tried not to think about.
Yeah. A very cool area, though.
Look who it is. The legendary former head intercessor of the Order. Another mission successfully completed. Made it through all that without a scratch, hmm? Glad to see. Say, I know this was difficult and rather a mess, but you listened. You tried to do right before you did what you must.
Yep.
I appreciate it, the attempt. No matter how that may sound.
The credit or blame belongs to the commander here. It was their decision, ultimately.
You forget I know you. You always thought you knew better. No one could ever convince you of anything. Before, that is. Good to see. Maybe you are facing yourself.
There are a few things I'm still not used to saying. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Please. And thank you. But thank you, Anais.
At any rate, I'm off. You all take care now. Marisol, don't be too enigmatic or anything. Try. Before I forget. Meant to give you this earlier.
That's her last.
Thank you, Anais. Goodbye.
Guess we'll never know. Nah, you're doing alright. You're doing alright, girl.
Oh, not really. Not yet, at any rate. Everything's a bit raw right now.
Raw.
But suppose I will be. Thank you, dear.
Well, I'm here for you, Marisol. You know, in case you need me to help sow some violence to help you feel better.
DJ, did you end up finding all those books and murals and all that kind of stuff?
Commander, it's customary to evaluate results after a mission of reasonable significance. Would now be good?
Sure, now's good.
I've had some time to cogitate over what occurred at Point Obviation. Some parts don't sit right with me still. Wonder if you and I might talk it through.
Of course. You're stuck thinking about what happened to Anchor Brun. And here I was hoping you'd never talk about mission again.
A bit, yes. With the work I used to do, I'm no stranger to guilt and regret. Midway into my requisite sleep cycle is when it usually plagues me the most. We could have done better by Anchoress Brun. If we'd properly convinced her to abandon the research, I'd doubtlessly still lament duping her, but she'd be alive. And yet, such actions were par for the course for me in the past. When my remorse for Brun rears its head, it will need to get in line.
Okay. Any blame for Angus Brun's fate should fall on her and that exemplar. I bet examine Southwark's reaction is the furthest thing from your mind.
Southworth was complicit, yes. Though she's alive, I believe we've squashed her reviving my old department. Struck me as little more than a functionary with a gun, truth be told.
Yeah. How was Banishers, man? Was it I'm like, you know me, I get jump scared easily, but how was that? How was Banishers? And Expedition 33, yeah, I've got a playlist up. Haven't finished it though. We're kind of sick of it at the end. Good game though. At least won't be worried about universe ending now for a reason there. I admit I'd rather liked all the burning weird experiences.
Yes, those parts did take me back. I can wax fondly about them now that we're no longer dead set on destruction. I hope so, at least. According to Anais, we could have reduced the likelihood of that occurring by completing the brain off. It's not anywhere near zero, but it's unlikely.
The brain off. Woohoo! I like the brain off, that was fun. Now that some time has passed, how are you feeling about how you left things with Anais?
She seemed pleased that we at least attempted to address her concerns, so I've changed, apparently. Thanks to you.
Yes, you do seem different. You've been beaming since we left. Yeah. The credit's all yours. You know what I've been thinking about most? Who killed Angus Chow?
Oh, Brun obviously murdered her.
Oh.
But you knew that. Perhaps it was an accident. Perhaps she simply wanted to knock Chow unconscious so she could sneak away. Or not. Indefinite immurement isn't for everyone. Even the finest minds may crack under the strain.
Fair
But
enough.
her canned feigned concern about Chow, how she kept changing the subject, both belied an underlying sense of guilt to me.
That's fair. The credit's all yours, girl.
No. There's plenty of credit and blame to go around. It's been a while since anyone gave me a good talking to like Anais did. And I'll admit your influence has been rather positive. I'm pleased with the path I'm on now. I didn't think this is what the plan had in store for me. I've been facing myself with the same zeal I face my enemies. With tidier results. Appreciate you taking the time to talk it over, Commander.
You're welcome. Energy storage. Okay. What can she do? Now charges her companion ability and deals damage. Also slightly more damage. Pistol now extends duration hostile effects on the target. Yeah. Charges her companion ability. Yeah, for sure. What is sub goal? A sub goal, Max, would be I want to get 1,120 subs. So that's the goal of getting that many subs. Good, very long. Done 55 hours, I think, or more. Only finished 65-70%. But got a good ending. There's 5 different endings. I think there's meant to be a game plus mode, not sure. Okay. Only PC. Don't feel like repaying the whole thing for another ending just yet. Yeah, that's fair. Only PC. What do you mean only PC? Okay, so what's her second thing here? Muscle gains a shield whenever you spend gadget energy. Also slightly increase the effectiveness of her armor. Gains charge for her companion ability. Yeah. Alright. What is next? I might do these collecting quests off stream, I think. Search for clues. The auto anchor has pointed you in a few places to search. Oh, okay. I get you. No, I don't think they'd bring out just New Game Plus for PC only. Don't know where these towers are. This armory thing's annoying. Let's do this. What was an update? Okay. Different. A noble history. Quickly look it up. Let's go there. Guy. One of the little ones is actually watching, dude. That'd be Mummyhood Australia. That's the eldest one. I call them Max Online, so they're good. The littlest one is such a character. It's going really, really well. I'm working in the morning. Yeah, take your time, man. We're really busy. But yeah, it'd be nice to see you again. I'm trying to get down there, but too much. So what's going on? I'm on the map, yeah, that's fine. X marks the spot. Yeah, that's it. Just that. Yeah.